Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him. Down in the red zone, he has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Here's the handoff. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they...
Going for it all. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Stewart. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Afterburner's coming. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Pressure. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Running through contact. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Caught close to the marker. It's Peppers. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket and he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
Back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. LSU quick to the line.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
He threw that one with some serious heat, this senior quarterback. Need a lot of space to get it in there. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called here by... The first one they've used this half. This offense has a second down play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to the...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Game of the day, guys. Pretty much game of the season to date in college football. 1 versus 2. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus. And at this rate, I'm not sure. They're trailing by 14. Florida will circle back if anything big happens in this colossal 1 versus 2 showdown.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Irish! All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tougher this time.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end? And he's got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Using his legs, it's Little. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. It's Stewart. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Extending the play. Open space at the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On the run, it's Little. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, But this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
Feeling some heat. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's brought down and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to... started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch on the left. Looking for more room. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Handoff to the lone back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, this defense... They have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about...
And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Stewart. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Stewart. And they got him for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
He makes the connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
To throw, it's Stewart. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle here for the offense. Oh, he's looking to throw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time to credit.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got room on the return. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down.
Jackrabbit. Reload.
He'll try the left side. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. LSU right back to the line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down.
Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the... situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using his legs to buy some time. Obliterates him, still on the move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Spire. Alert.
They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
29 Philly. 2-0 blitz.
Going with the ground game left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Pound 55 weak.
He wants to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Getting some heat. Gets away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Makes his connection. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Gets open down the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this is game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. The give to the single back. Bounced off his feet.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
They're bringing heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Roll it, roll it.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 13 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Yates. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got to...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Here we go.
They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive firing. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking to move it through the air. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking it the other way. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely dominate.